The call came at midnight. His voice was calm, amused. "Your daughter forgot her place." My boy reminded her. I didn't respond. Silence unnerves men who feed on power. He filled the space with arrogance. "Consider this a warning. Keep her on a leash." I ended the call without a word, but inside, the words lodged like a blade. I had slit throats in 14 countries, removed presidents, generals, untouchable men whose names were never meant for daylight. For 25 years, I erased lives like chalk from a board. And now, someone thought hurting my daughter was a message I would swallow? No, it was a confession of weakness, and weakness has only one conclusion. She lay in the hospital bed, face swollen, ribs broken, lips trembling in half-conscious murmurs. I sat beside her, unmoving, counting every bruise like an itemized bill. When she woke, she wouldn't look at me. Shame radiated off her like heat. I asked one question: why him? Her eyes filled, but not with confusion, with recognition. The answer was already written in her silence. I saw it then, the connection, the patterns I had ignored, the late-night calls, the hushed conversations she thought I couldn't hear, the money missing from her account, the kind of details only a father who'd lived in shadows could piece together. This wasn't chance. She hadn't just fallen for a mobster's son. She had been placed, drawn in, used. The boy wasn't her only betrayer. Somewhere deeper, closer, there was another hand guiding this. I began quietly. Phone records, bank traces, digital footprints she thought she had erased. I'd done this work for governments, empires. Doing it now was almost trivial. Her texts told me enough. Secret meetings, promises whispered in hotel rooms, words that read more like chains than love. He owned her, not with affection, but with leverage. But then the trail curved. A second number, a second name. One she had saved under something innocuous. Professor. I knew better. Cross-referencing contacts, patterns, and movements, I unearthed the truth. She hadn't simply been seduced, she'd been introduced, facilitated by someone she trusted, someone who wanted me distracted, compromised. The betrayal was surgical, precise, and suddenly, it wasn't just about a mob boss's son beating my daughter. It was about the fact that my wife had delivered her to him. The proof arrived in pixels, a hotel security feed. My wife, smiling, walking my daughter into the lion's den. Not against her will, because she trusted her mother, and then leaving her there. I watched the footage 3 times. Each time, my chest remained still, my breath measured. Rage is a luxury men like me abandoned long ago. Instead, clarity came. That evening, I set the printed images on the kitchen counter, said nothing. She walked in, saw them, froze. Her lips parted. Then the instinctive lies rushed forward. "It's not what it looks like. You don't understand. She needed discipline." I cut her off with a single word. Why? Her composure shattered. Excuses tumbled, survival instinct clawing through her throat. She blamed debts, threats, desperation. But truth hides between words. She hadn't been coerced. She had been complicit. I didn't shout. I didn't touch her. Instead, I placed a single envelope on the table. Inside, every record, every message, every piece of evidence tying her to the betrayal. "Take it," I said. "Run to him. See if he shelters you when I'm finished." Her hands shook. She didn't open it. Didn't need to. She knew exactly what it contained. Then I added, almost gently, "Lesson 1. Pain has memory. And you'll carry this one for the rest of your life." Her face collapsed in silent terror. I turned away, leaving her to the weight of her own decisions. For people like her, exposure is execution, and I hadn't even drawn blood. By dawn, the estate was silent. The mob boss and his guards lay scattered, undone by the kind of efficiency only years in shadows can create. His son lived long enough to hear what real lessons sound like. But the true kill had already happened, not with a bullet, not with a blade, with truth. My wife's betrayal now rotted in daylight, inescapable. She could never run far enough to hide from it. I walked through the quiet streets as the sun rose. My daughter would heal. Slowly, but she would heal. Me, I wasn't seeking healing, only clarity. In my line of work, love was always a liability. Trust, a weapon handed to the enemy. I had forgotten that. Now, I remembered. And remembering is the sharpest blade of all.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe now to Cheating Stories Insight World for more amazing stories.